What is up, everybody? It's Kamikaze here today, and today I wanted to talk about my top 5 builds for Season 13. So I know a lot of YouTubers kind of go out and they kind of like search for all the best builds, and I have 5 here today. Everyone plays differently, and I have a lot of different versatile builds that I've been using in order to practice, and I think that these are some really good guns that have a very low kill time, so you're going to be able to get kills, hopefully as fast as possible, and I hope that this video really helps you guys out. So let's get right into it, guys, and I hope you enjoy. Yes, guys, so if you guys are new to this channel, please, if you could, like and subscribe. It always helps me out so much, and I cannot wait to get to hopefully 2,000 subscribers, 3,000, whatever. I'm working really hard to make content for you guys that you guys seriously enjoy, so thank you for that, and sorry for that shameless self-promotion. Now, yeah, I am not the type of YouTuber that really goes out and, puts all this gameplay and everything on the best builds, damage 100, accuracy 100, because I kind of find that content boring. But I felt like, I've been playing enough that I've kind of found the meta builds for the season, and although, they can be definitely disputed, I feel like these guns are really versatile, and some of these guns have been throughout for many seasons. They've always been kind of in that meta, so really and truly, they're going to help you, and I think they're going to stay there like that. And you can really get used to these guns because they're probably going to be around for a little while longer because they have just been around, and COD Mobile kind of refuses to nerf them too. I feel like they're really good guns. So my first build, I'm sorry for wasting your time with that intro and everything, but my first build is the HVK 30. Now this gun has been relevant for about, I would say, 2-3 seasons, I don't know, and it still is very powerful. I don't remember if it actually got a nerf in Season 13, but I can tell you what, it is still extremely good in terms of what it can do. So for mine, I have the OWC Marksman, which of course just extra range, damage, whatever, everything. That is definitely going to reduce your ADS speed and movement speed, but we'll make that back a little bit in the other builds. But really, you just want a lot of less lateral recoil, less ADS bullet spread, less vertical, more damage range. That is kind of going to be the really enhancer right there. With the YKM light stock, which it should actually reduce your ADS time significantly by about 12%. We have the OWC Laser Tactical, which of course reduces ADS bullet spread and ADS time. Really just really good for reducing ADS without really any cons to it. Large caliber ammo, which is kind of like the main part of this build that a lot of people focus on, because it is going to be the thing that increases the damage enough that you can actually get like 3-shot kills with this sometimes. And so that is really good because you want to have a quick kill, because a lot of the assault rifles, a lot of guns in this game are a 4-shot kill. When you have a large caliber ammo with this gun, it is one of the very few guns out there that has actually a 3-shot or less kill. So it is definitely going to be very powerful, the large caliber ammo. We also have the Stippled Grip Tape, which reduces ADS time and reduces your sprint to fire delay. Sprint to fire is basically kind of like ADS, except when you're hip firing or even when you're starting to ADS in. It's basically when you can actually start firing. So quickening both of those up is just going to make your reaction times actually faster. Now at number 2, we have the ASM10. Now this is one of those ones that I really think a lot of people don't like, just because of its recoil. Its recoil has always been really weird, and it takes some getting used to. But I'll tell you what, this gun is actually really powerful, and it's always been, I felt, to be, underrated in this game, okay? So with Gunsmith, it got a major boost in Season 9, and I feel like, no one really ever talked about it, okay? So right here, I have the MIP Light Barrel Short, and I have the No Stock. Now, these two in itself, you can already guess, this is going to be a high mobility build, which you might be surprised I'm not using like an SMG, I'm using an assault rifle, but I can tell you what, this is a very good gun to have high mobility on, and we're going to gain back a lot of that accuracy later on, so do not worry about, reduced accuracy. It will still have some range to it, I'm telling you. So we also have the 45 round extended mag, kind of self-explanatory, just more magazine capacity. We have the OWC Laser Tactical, of course, ADS time reducer, as well as ADS bullet spread, all around a great one that you're going to see throughout this video. And then we also have the granulated grip tape, which reduces the ADS bullet spread, hopefully, because this gun is very heavy on ADS bullet spread, so I kind of wanted to keep that reduced down as much as possible, considering that we are definitely reducing its mobility with the other 2 attachments that can significantly reduce this thing's accuracy. I feel like with the OWC laser as well as the granulated grip tape, it's going to be a lot more powerful and actually have some accuracy to it while also having a pretty good mobility. This is great for rushing beacons and playing objective, as well as just kind of slaying. It is a very fast killer, and I've used this gun a lot, and I really like it, I'm going to be honest with you. Now the third one up is kind of a classic for this game. It has been around for as long as I can remember, the Rust 79U. I'll tell you what, this is a favorite of mine because I've used it season after season. I used it in season 8, season 9, some of season 10. I really took a break from it in season 11 and 12, but I'll tell you what, this gun has always been really good. Just a really steady and sturdy SMG. It's been tested time and time again, and it's a great one to get used to because, of course, you know, this is kind of the style that is used over and over again in SMGs, and is, you know, it really has great iron sights. It's just a great gun to use. And I'll tell you what, some SMGs feel like they have no control behind them. They absolutely have no accuracy. This gun, you can actually add some attachments to it that keep it, you know, having that increased mobility that all SMGs have, but also having decent range and accuracy, which is really great. It doesn't have the best of control, but if you learn to kind of control that vertical recoil, I'll tell you what, you can definitely get as much accuracy as possible out of it. We have the OWC Marksman on it, the no stock. Now these are very contradictory, but I'll tell you what, they do work as a very great combo. The no stock, of course, keeping that ADS speed and movement speed in check, and the OWC Marksman significantly increasing, you know, basically all across the board, all the accuracy and range. We have, of course, the OWC Laser Tactical. I'm not going to explain that again. We have the 50 round extended mag, again, self-explanatory, and the Stippled Grip Tape. This has a reduction of 5% ADS time and 15% sprint to fire delay. So again, you know, just a really fast build. It also has some accuracy to it. So this is just great for kind of running around and doing whatever you need to do. It is a very good gun to kind of like play anything you really need to do, okay? You can do anything from objective to slang to whatever. As long as you are playing this gun and playing these builds, you know, you can do whatever range, whatever. It is such a versatile gun, and that is why I've always used it forever and ever, because I love this gun. Now at number 2, we're coming across the line. This is a little bit of a different one. I know we've talked about some assault rifles and some SMGs, but this one is a sniper. As you guys know, sorry if there's some personal bias behind this, but I love sniping. To me, it is just the most fun thing in the world. Sometimes I do take it a little bit too seriously, so I haven't been sniping as much recently, but I have been sniping a lot in seasons past, and this has always been a great build ever since Gunsmith came out, because the Locust now has stopping power, which increases its damage and makes it pretty much better than the DLQ, which is kind of like the OG sniper. So this gun is something that every single person that is sniping out there uses, really. I don't really know of anyone else that uses a different gun. You know, some do use the DLQ, but basically this is just a gun that is going to reduce your ADS time and increase your mobility as much as possible. And of course, you know, snipers are so accurate that really and truly you don't need to worry too much about the accuracy of it, because they're accurate enough that you will hit your shots. I can promise you that. And you don't really have to worry about recoil because it's semi-automatic, so, you know, recoil isn't usually an issue. We have a YKM lightweight short, we have the OWC skeleton stock, and we also have the OWC laser tactical, the OWC stopping power. Now this is an important one. All the other ones, of course, reduce the ADS time, the movement speed, and the OWC laser does, of course, reduce the ADS bullet spread. We don't have to worry about that, but the ammunition is very important to this build. You can use it without it and just use a 12-round reload, but the OWC stopping power basically increases the damage range a lot, and then also significantly increases damage. Now, of course, you're going to lose a lot of vertical recoil. It's going to increase the reload time. It's going to increase the ADS time and increase the fire interval. So you do have a lot of downsides to this, but I can promise you, you know, this is a one-shot kill generally if you're hitting it almost anywhere except for, you know, the feet, okay? So this is just going to be your one-shot kill weapon, and I can promise you, you're never going to have any issues with, you know, getting hit markers or anything. The Stippled Grip Tape at the end, of course, reduces the ADS time and reduces the sprint to fire delay. Very important one there, and this gun is just going to be overall super powerful. Ah yes, everybody, this is the number 1 build that I have right here, and that is the Chopper. The Chopper is overall, I think, a gun that is so underrated in this game. You know, all of the LMGs suck except for the Chopper, and a lot of people kind of look over it because LMGs historically have horrible ADS time and are just horribly slow. They have some really big downsides, and I think that their upsides really don't make them look good. You know, COD Mobile has never really been interested in adding in new LMGs, so sadly the LMGs are extremely neglected. But I'll tell you what, the Chopper is actually pretty significantly powerful. If you look at it and you put on the right attachments, you can actually get, you know, maximum efficiency out of this gun. And I will tell you what, with that 100-round ammunition, you're never going to have to reload. As somebody that's always coming up against like a bunch of enemies and always finding myself reloading at the wrong times, this is perfect for me because it just has a continuous source of ammunition. You can of course extend it to have 150 rounds, but that wastes your precious attachments because you only have 5. I have the Chopper Special Forces. Now this is a special attachment that reduces the ADS time, of course. You're going to see throughout this build that there are a lot of ADS time reducers. I have the YKM Combat Stock, which also reduces ADS time by 8%. So you can already see that this build is meant to get as much ADS time out of it as possible. We have the OWC Laser Tactical, which of course is going to reduce bullet spread as well as ADS time. This gun does have a lot of bullet spread, so you're going to see also throughout this that we're going to try and reduce bullet spread as much as possible and not really worry too much about, any of the recoil, just mostly the ADS bullet spread in my personal opinion is the important part. So we have the Tactical Foregrip A, which really only reduces your movement speed by 1%, which is perfectly fine by me. I don't really care about that 1%, and it reduces the ADS bullet spread by 10%. So definitely an accurate gun. It's a little bit of a hard gun to control, and it's going to be a different playstyle, I'm telling you that, because although we have all these ADS reducers and everything, it doesn't sometimes go as fast as some of the other guns, but this is a very fast LMG. And as our last attachment, we also reduce the ADS bullet spread one more time by 11.9%, and all we lose is 4% ADS movement speed. I'll tell you what, this thing in terms of the ADS movement speed really isn't that great, so I'd make sure to learn how to drop shot, jump shot, something, because I'm telling you what, just strafing is not going to work with this gun. So this is overall my favorite gun, honestly. I am not a big LMG guy, but honestly playing this gun is just so fun to play around with, and if you can play it right, I'm telling you what, especially in the 10v10 game mode, it is awesome. It is awesome. It just slays. But also in other game modes, it's very powerful. So that is overall my favorite guns for Season 13. I don't know if they are specifically the best, but I hope they are. I found them to be the best when I was testing them out. So test them out. Tell me what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next time, guys. I love y'all. Have a great day.